I totally forgot to tuck, so my bulge is out in the open. Oops. So it's like such a f***ing insane error of judgment to think that this is like defensible. Oh, you're looking at this pervert filming themselves in a woman's locker room. Actually, you're the weird one. A little bit of trans tent to get things going today, okay? I touched on this briefly the other day. Let's get into this in a bit more detail, because I know you guys love it when we talk about trans tent, and you can make your little jokes and all that stuff. Yeah, I know what to expect already. We are, of course, talking about this drama here, okay? I'll just play the video and we'll go from there. That's the best way to go about this, I think.
This is one of the most disgusting things that I've ever been sent.
I agree. Show me the link so I can block it. Am I right? Chudlogic, am I right, guys? Okay. We will be fair in covering this because there are some different angles to this story. Okay? And trust me, guys, I will be looking at this from every conceivable angle. Okay? So the long story short is this Victoria person who's like some sort of trans porn person. I took a ton of naughty photos at the gym today. I had my ankle straps on, my bare feet are sweaty and dirty, and I totally forgot to tuck, so my bulge is out in the open. Oops. 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 So it's like, there is another uncensored version of this that we're going to be taking a look at, okay? And certainly, when I first saw this, my first thought process was, have they popped their little gock and ghouls out for people to have a little butchers at? Or what's going on here? You know? But they haven't. They haven't. The long story short is they haven't, okay? It is just a gock bulge, okay? But the thing is, sure, it's not as bad as getting your full cock out. You know, getting your full cock out in the woman's changing room is insane, predatory, crazy shit, okay? Obviously, not getting your cock out and just getting the bulge going, it's not as bad, but it's still a wild thing to do. And also, are you not just leaning in to all of the things that the so-called TERFs and Nazis say about you? That you just want to enter women's spaces and engage in sexual behavior. I do not understand why there's trans people that are like defending this shit or downplaying it. Like, this is antithetical to what your goal is, which is broader societal acceptance. And it just feels like all those echo chambers have gone to this extreme where they don't see the writing on the wall with this stuff, and they don't see how crazy people think this is. And they're like, no, it's not that bad. Actually, this is misinformation. Okay? Victoria did not have her girl's penis out, did not have a woman's penis out at the gym. Victoria only had her bulge out at the gym. So can you stop repeating misinformation, please? People do not fucking care about it's a distinction without a meaningful difference for many people, because it's not about whether or not your cock is in or out of your gym shorts, okay? It's about the fact that you've entered a woman's space to engage in sexualized behavior. And it reasonably makes women, normal women, women that don't have cocks, it makes them feel broadly uncomfortable. And I don't think that normie, well-meaning, liberal women that otherwise might support trans issues are going to be accepting of this. I think this is one of those where even the most well-meaning, liberal, trans-positive woman will feel uncomfortable with this. And will be a bit perturbed, disconcerted, you know. Because they're going to think of their own situation of walking into a gym. And how would they feel if there was someone taking a photo of their gock bulge, you know, for OnlyFans? Like the whole premise of the trans in the gym changing room thing, okay, was that the trans person goes in there, gets changed like a normal woman, and then goes and works out, comes back, showers, changes, leaves. Not get in there and film some fucking porno shit. So it's like such a fucking insane error of judgment to think that this is like defensible, or that this isn't going to create great negative attention for your sort of trans positive movement. So I just, you know, it's like, why? Why would you defend this? And the thing is, there's some level I can understand of people being like, actually, it's she, not he. And Joey is not playing the fucking pronoun games with this one. But again, it just feels like that is going to be not particularly meaningful for people either, because they're going to think, oh, sorry, what? You want me to correctly pronoun this freak that's got their cock bulge out of the gym? You know? And even if you had someone that was like, yeah, you should be respectful with pronouns, they're still going to conclude that this is totally deranged and like grotesque behavior, you know? So, yeah, it's just one of those where it's just obvious what the take is. Obvious this is deranged. Obvious this is, like, unacceptable. And once again, progressive pro-trans people are just throwing themselves into the fucking meat grinder in order to defend the indefensible and just making everything look worse.
This trans woman is in the women's locker room filming corn with AP, playing with herself, grabbing her bulge, which of course I had to cover up, as well as filming OF content out on the gym floor.
How do I make money?
Jesus Christ, dude.
The trans, much like Indians, must rush to the defense of their kind for fear of losing communal izzat.
The izzat thing, yes. Thank you for the $5.
I mean, how hard is it to just go to the gym, work out, be respectful, and not do anything lewd or vulgar like this? You do know that there's minors that go to the gym too and use that same locker room. Anyways, I went to her page, as you can see here, did a quick search, and found that she trains at a gym called Good Life.
Oh, uh-oh. There it is, ladies and gentlemen. Uncensored, for your pleasure. Okay. I like working out and playing Magic and Pokemon. Trans rights are human rights. Trans rights, okay, are the ability... Or also, take this through to its logical conclusion, okay? Let's just take this through to the logical conclusion of the super pro affirmative trans position, okay? I tomorrow say that I identify as a woman, okay? By the logic of identifying equals identity, that means that I'm then allowed, by their logic, to go into the woman's fucking locker room, right? You're telling me I can sit there in the woman's locker room, full beard, okay, with my cock bulge out for all to see, taking pictures of it for the OnlyFans I've just set up? You're telling me that that's acceptable then? That's the logical conclusion of all of their belief systems taken into account. If you believe that identifying equals identity, that means that I'm a woman because I'm identifying as such. I'm then allowed in with my beard, okay? And I can get the cock bulge out in the woman's locker room. Is that not totally insane to think about? You know, what an utterly insane, bizarre concept. But if you take all their thought processes through to the logical conclusion, that would have to be accepted, wouldn't it? Unless, of course, you want to make the argument of, oh, well, we need to discern whether or not you're being legitimate in what you're saying. How do you do that? I don't know what the answer to that is. Never a good answer for that. Never a good answer for how you truly discern whether someone is truly identifying correctly or not. All seems to be vibes-based analysis. So to that end, ladies and gentlemen, okay, I'm hitting the gym tomorrow, okay, in light of the new year coming up, and I'm going to be taking some pictures. Anyway, utterly insane, bizarre, crazy story, defended by progressives. And to be honest with you, like, I'm obviously against doxing and stuff like that. But I think this is completely reasonable if someone is engaging in this behavior to, you know, let the relevant gym authorities know. Like, this seems to me to be pretty egregious behavior. So, yeah. But, yeah.
Did a quick search and found that she trains at a gym called Good Life Fitness in Canada. I sent them a message to inform them. They thanked me, told me that...
Thank you for sharing this with us, Joey. We're actively investigating this, and we will take action. As you know, we take the privacy of our members and our photo video policy very seriously and look to address all violations when they are brought to our attention. Okay? This isn't as much privacy as much as it is literally filming porn in the locker rooms at Good Life. Is this one of your locker rooms or not? It does appear to be our change room, but to be very clear, sexually explicit content and behaviour is not permitted anywhere in our clubs, and that is stated on the FAQ of our website as well. This type of illegal behaviour, in addition to privacy photo violations, will be taken into account when disciplinary action is taken. I mean, that's the other point too, right? This would surely be against the gym. Like, the gym does not want you going in there filming pornography on their fucking premises. You know? So this would also be against any sort of gym policy too.
They're going to investigate it and take action. I really hope that they ban her and press charges. So to you, Victoria, you don't get a you need to do better. No, you're beyond that, because you belong on a list and in jail. And before you come at me and call me some type of phobic for doing this video, remember, accountability isn't persecution, and you absolutely deserve this.
I mean, yeah, like, is this not sex offender list territory? I mean, no. You're in a locker room filming porn. That to me, I mean, if you can get on the sex offenders list for pissing in a bush, I think it's reasonable that you get put on a sex offenders list for getting your cock bulge out at the woman's gym, you know, whilst filming porn. I think that's a fairly reasonable view. Okay. Dude, I'm looking through Dude, this is what, dude. These people are just optically suicidal, man. I'm looking through thirst shots of trans women. Isn't the brave moral stand you want it to be, champ? Someone is filming themselves in a private space pornography without the consent of the venue, nor the other people that could feasibly come in or go from there. Like, what do you mean, dude? What are you talking about, dude? He's pointing out reasonably terrible behaviour. Oh, you're looking at this pervert filming themselves in a woman's locker room. Actually, you're the weird one. Dude, this is taking me back to all the lefties defending all of that deranged drag show shit and things like that. Something that's posted that is totally indefensible and you either should shut the fuck up about, or, if you are going to speak on it, offer a critique and leave it at that. And they're just like a kamikaze pilot to defend it. It's fucking insane, dude. Whoa, okay, I don't want to be looking at that.
This is one of the most...
So anyway, there was a further update to this, okay? So apparently, they ended up getting taken out of the gym, you know? Let's have a little look. Let's have a little look at the update.
Just a quick update to this video from the other day, where this person is filming corn with a P in the women's locker room, playing with themselves, grabbing their bulge, as well as filming OF content out on the gym floor. I followed up with this gym, Good Life Fitness in Canada. They, because of legal reasons, couldn't tell me exactly what they did with this member, which I understand.
Thank you as well. Appreciate you reaching out. Hi, any updates? Hey Jerry, speaking more generally, our procedure with concerns about sexual or illegal behaviours or significant photo, video and privacy violations is to investigate and simultaneously suspend or remove those involved so the behaviour stops right away. Then based on the findings of our investigation, we proceed to disciplinary action, which can include up to a lifetime ban from all locations. We don't go into detail about specific investigations or disciplinary actions, except directly with the parties involved. But hopefully the above provides a bit more clarity and reassurance. Fair enough. I would love to do an update in support of Good Life and let people know the person has been banned. As many members of that exact gym have messaged me concerned, but if you're not able to, I understand. Thanks, Joey. We do appreciate the support and wanting to keep your audience informed. The process we outlined is being followed. Investigate to do our due diligence and gather all info we can. While this is happening, those involved cannot access any of our gyms after the investigation is done. Disciplinary action takes place, including up to a lifetime ban from all locations. Pretty reasonable from the gym, I think. The other thing as well, I've just thought about this. One of the reasons that this kind of behavior is defended is amongst these communities, they are all totally deranged, porn-sick freaks. So that's one of the other issues that you run into with this, is that these people are all totally brain broken and they don't see how terrible it is because they can't perceive of it. It's totally it's hypersexualized, it's totally normalized. And then when you run up against like a normal take, you're just basically raped. Because the normie take to this is, that's disgusting, and that's it, you know? Like, people do not want this kind of fucking material getting filmed when they're popping in to get on the treadmill for 30 minutes. It's just obvious, dude.
Legal reasons, couldn't tell me exactly what they did with this member, which I understand, but they pretty much spelled it out that when you do something like this, you get banned from all gyms. I also talked to somebody that works there that I'll keep anonymous that confirmed with me that this person has been banned. So thank you, Good Life Fitness, for doing what's right to protect your members. This type of content has no place in gyms or any shared public space. So if you see this, report it, tell the staff or management, or just send it to me. I will happily call their ass out and get them banned from every gym. Have a great week, everybody.
Well done, Joey. Well done, Joey. Good job. Dude, there were some posts on this that were like, I don't know, they were posting the uncensored image, and they were saying like, oh, this is what you're getting all bothered about? Like, yeah, like posting OnlyFans content that you've, you know, filmed in a gym is pretty fucking insane. But people are just acting like it's no big deal. You know? Anyway, I think that's the long and the short of it, as far as I can understand it. And, yeah. Okay. There we go. We'll get into this clavicular stuff now, I think. Is Canada who gives a fuck? Well, I mean... I don't know, dude. I mean, it's pretty wild regardless of where it's happening, no?